The Storm Team Weather Lab, KAMC meteorologist Jacob Riley.
Well, good Saturday evening. We've been dealing with some severe storms out there today, and we still have a tornado watch for the counties in yellow here, mainly to the east of Lubbock. That goes until 10 o'clock this evening. And we did see some showers in Lubbock today, but thankfully we were spared from the severe weather. Our Overton East live sky view looking back over downtown Lubbock. Now you can see a couple of fair weather cumulus clouds. That drier air is beginning to move in. That's kind of cut off our threat for severe weather here in the hub city for the remainder of the day today. That tornado watch extending all the way down to the Texas-Mexico border, back up into southwestern Oklahoma. You can see a slew of severe thunderstorm warnings right now. This is a tornado watch, and we've seen a couple of reports of tornadoes today, but thankfully no injuries or anything of that sort have been reported yet. So that is the good news. 2 severe thunderstorm warnings right now here for Matador, back on down close to just to the east of Crosbyton. We were watching this storm in Crosbyton earlier, produced a very beautiful rainbow with some small hail with that, but hail up to the size of ping pong balls there possible just to the east of Crosbyton and in Matador as well. These storms moving on off to the east-northeast around 20 to 30 miles an hour. There's that severe thunderstorm warning hail size just around an inch to the north and east of Dickens. As we scoot further off to the north and east, this storm is warned for Childress area and areas back on down to the southwest. Hail size just a smidge larger there at 1.3 inches. But again, these severe thunderstorm warnings go until 6:30 p.m. there for Childress and Hall counties, and then 7 p.m. for Cottle, Hall, and Motley County. So some damaging wind gusts around 60 miles an hour will also be possible with that. And there's the main focus of severe weather right now, beginning to push out of our area back into southwestern Oklahoma and down on into the rolling plains. So for the most part, most of the South Plains is kind of wrapping up with this event right now. You can see we still do have a level 3 enhanced risk for the counties in orange here as we head into the evening and overnight hours tonight. But again, Lubbock, pretty much your threat is done for tonight. Some of those main hazard types for today: tornado threat on off to the east of our area. You can see areas in the yellow there and back down towards central Texas and Austin. That's where they have a little bit better of a chance there. Hail up to 2 inches in diameter will be possible, and those wind gusts could be between 60 and 70 miles an hour at times with some of the strongest of storms. But here are the storms on our Futurecast model. Shows by 7 o'clock this evening within the next 30 to 45 minutes. Doing a pretty good job showing these storms up on radar. Moving on out, but we're going to watch the possibility of maybe another quick round down near Snyder and Jayton just off the Caprock. Early tomorrow morning between the hours of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. we could see some more strong storms move through there. Then after that we begin to clear up just a little bit, but models are now actually hinting at the possibility of maybe a couple of showers late Sunday evening. You see those moving in here around 10 o'clock Sunday night into the early hours of Monday morning. Let's take a look at another forecast model. This is the North American model, doing a pretty good job with the storm initiation as well, tracking those on off to the east, and it also shows those stronger storms moving in between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. early Sunday morning and brings in a couple of showers Sunday night. So we're going to watch that, but for tomorrow, once the sun rises, all severe weather will be done with for our area. So that is the good news. Not expecting a whole lot in terms of rainfall. It will be very spotty. Areas that see some stronger storms could have some higher totals. But notice here Monday into Wednesday, another area of precipitation moves into the region, mainly to the northern portions of the South Plains, and that's still going to be associated, believe it or not, with the same storm system that's bringing us some of the storms today. That low pressure system taking its time, tracking north through the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles by Sunday, and on the back side of that, some cold air is going to wrap around in. When that cold air moves in, that's when we could see a little bit more precipitation, which could actually lead to some of that falling as a wintry mix. We do have a freeze watch is in effect between now and 10 a.m. Monday morning. Sunday night into Monday morning is going to be the coldest time frame for those temperatures, but it's not until Monday night into Tuesday morning when we could see a few snow showers move through northern portions of the area. Notice here the European model tries to bring it just a little further south here. We're not expecting any accumulation like that, and if anything even was to accumulate, notice here by Tuesday afternoon already back up into the 50s, so it will quickly melt. But this week, notice we may remain below average at least for the next 5 days. We should be around 74 this time of year, and we're going to be, if we're lucky, in the lower 70s. Overnight tonight, though, only getting down here into the middle 40s and lower 50s across the area. Those winds out of the southwest around 12 to 18 miles an hour. Your 7-day forecast shows by next weekend we slowly begin to warm back up into the middle and upper 70s. Lower 80s return by Saturday, but again for your Easter Sunday tomorrow, expect a high in the upper 60s and lower 70s with maybe a few evening showers possible. Eric Kelly's up in Red Raider Nation after the break.